I don't know if there's, like, always a background hum and I've just never thought about it before, or if there's something specifically going on right now. But I guess there's just, like, a constant background hum from my living space. And we're just gonna live with that. And it's okay that nobody's here yet, because I need to change, per usual, some controls. Having switched back and forth between the original and the remake now, like, the map thing being muscle memory is fine, just change that over here, and there seems to be some interesting stuff with that that doesn't matter and isn't worth talking about. But, the muscle memory of how to pause the game and how to get into, like, the items menu is actually killing me when I go back to the original. Not, like, literally killing me, or even in the game, but just, yeah, I just hit the wrong button and it makes me sad. So that's gonna be... This is probably going to be troublesome, but that's okay. Oh, hang on. It's not gonna like that. How do I... Okay. Please eat shit from a butt. Alright. Is it... It might just not let me do that. It might just not let me... Okay, so when you're playing on PS2, start... What is normally the start button on PC, at least, actually opens your inventory, and what is normally just the select button on PC just pauses the game. And it looks like I just gotta eat shit, because it's not gonna let me... Oh god, it's not gonna let me do anything. That's really cool. Oh! No, here's why it's not working. My controller's not on. Alright, let's try this again. Nope, not that one. Oh no. No, 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 no. Come on, alright, one more try. What the hell? Whatever, can't set it. Unbound buttons. Yeah, we're just gonna discard all that. None of it's going to work, and it's fine. What do I care? I also think I actually believed at one point that I would be able to wait and only play the game on stream. That's absolutely not true. I immediately realized I was not going to do that. So I have played quite a bit of the game. I am, in my non-stream save file, I am about halfway through the game. And I also learned, oh, this is on my non-stream save file. I also learned that, you only get 10 save slots. Overall, ever. That's bothersome to me. I like to drop a save before basically every major cutscene or, like, shift in events, so that I could just go back and see them whenever I want, but... That's also not even necessary, because there's a website where some poor soul many years ago uploaded, like, a bunch of rips of content from the game. Okay, I hope that... Things are a little bit framey. I hope I haven't... They should not be this framey. I mean, this will probably be the thing... That's not what I wanted that to be. This will probably be the thing that gets me to get, like, a newer graphics card. Which, if anything was gonna do it, might as well be this. Super sampling, none. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Vex quality is not such a huge deal. I don't know. I don't know why it's being framey. Hopefully it'll stop. It's getting a little touch and go, a little uneven on later areas as well. I also double checked the minimum system requirements, and I thought I was slightly above them, and I think I'm, like, maybe not actually. I think I'm right at the minimum requirements. There's, like, a little thing that's like, you might just need to eat shit, sister. Alright, what have I even done? I think I was just about to solve that puzzle? Let's find out. Gosh, I hope it's not framey because of the stream. That would make me very sad. let's go outside and make it worse. Oh yeah, that's not good. Oh, that's incredibly not good. That's why. Oh my god. Ooh, this is about to be... Okay. Technical things right here in the middle of the stream. Yeah, that probably screwed up what it looks like on stream, which is okay, because I know how to fix it. Yeah, 1440p is not my... It's not the life I am living. Let's see, that's going to be an unlock, and then that's going to be a pretty please. There we go. I don't know what that looks like on the stream. I'm guessing quite bad. But, frame rate should be less painful now, so that'll be something. Yeah! Alright! 60 FPS, let's go! Probably more like 30. Oh, fuck, what was I doing? Oh! Don't have that. Don't have that yet. What do I have? Is that the only? Do I not have... I thought I at least had... Do I have like a thing that tells me where I need to go? It's probably this. Yeah, okay. I need to go to the Sol Street Apartments. Let's do it. This is probably locked. Yeah. That's fine. I've also theoretically gotten better at the combat, but I might just be kidding myself. I've done all that. I've been down there. I'll try to go the long way around. It's good to pick up some stuff, if there is any. That's exactly where I didn't want to go. I've started taking, honest to God, notes on, like, thoughts that I have. Oh no! Oh no! Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, you little shit! Ooh! Ah! I don't have time for your shit! Oh, fuck. So turns out this orange effect is what it does when you are not doing so hot. I initially thought maybe this was less scary than the original. And then I realized very quickly that I was involuntarily shouting when things happened. So I think it might be just as scary, just maybe in a different way. At least for me. Come on, give me something good. Come on. I think I am enjoying the way it's rearranged. All of the major plot points so far are in the same order relative to each other, but may take place in... Oh, don't have the gun yet. May take place in, like, slightly different locations. And I think I'm okay with that as, like, a way to kind of keep things fresh. Because you can't... I mean, I shouldn't say you can't. Like, I would still love to see just a point-per-point remaster, rather, of the original game. Especially since, at this point, if you want to play Silent Hill 2, there are... Let's see. The Xbox version is not good. Like, the original Xbox version is no good because it's not even, like, a problem with Xbox. It was a problem if I'm remembering and understanding correctly, it was a problem with how they converted the videos, all the cutscene videos, into the BINC format, which is what Xbox and I think Windows, like, still uses. They just, like, the team just didn't do it right, and so all of the cutscenes on Xbox are just, like, lower resolution, wrong aspect ratios, so they're just not good to look at, which is especially sad because the CG work is incredible. Like, I think it holds up. It looks amazing. The Xbox version does have... Digital Foundry did, like, a whole video about this, but the Xbox version of the original game does have better lighting, because the PS2 version did per vertex lighting, which means, like, a square that makes up, like, a piece of the wall will be 2 vertices. Is that the term? 2 polygons, I guess. And it'll light up, like, the bottom triangle and then the top triangle. No, Left 4 Dead is next Tuesday. I thought I put out messages about it and everything. But, yeah, the other problems with the Xbox version mean that it's not a great way to experience the game. Yeah, there's even, like, a Discord event about it. I thought I covered all my bases. Because today's not a TF Tuesday. Oh, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! No! I don't have to put up with you. The problem with killing them quickly is I don't get to hear the combat music. Joke's on you, I'm the stupidest around. Have I been here? Have I explored the restaurant? What is that? What the hell? Why does it look like a picture of, like, 3D models? Am I crazy? That's super weird. Oh, I have been here, because it has that one, like, you get what you deserve menu or whatever. We believe everyone gets what they deserve. Hot sauce, hamburgers, cherry pie. Wow, trying to remember where I've been on the stream save file is going to be a journey. Hey, if you were planning on having the Left 4 Dead stream tonight, that means you have plenty of free time to hang out with me while I play Silent Hill 2. Which, once I'm done with the stream, I'm going to go and play more Silent Hill 2. Oh, you can't trick me! Ooh, look at me, I got so good at this game when you weren't looking. Look at that. Nice bloody stick. No fancy hats for men. Sexism is alive and well. Alright, I'm gonna go to Grand Market. I don't have to do that. Oh, I was saying earlier, I do like... Ooh. Oh, I didn't see this before. I completely missed this. Robbie the Rabbit, that's Silent Hill 3. He's from the Lakeside Amusement Park, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you fuck. Now I do have to deal with you. Put up with your shit. Where was I? Just trying to enjoy a nice sign. Robbie the Rabbit, Kathy the Kitty, Huey the Horse. Oh, I forget. I read these all. Toluca Lake. Enjoy almost 60 acres of a picturesque retreat. It's the perfect romantic getaway. Lakeside Amusement Park. Spend a magical evening with Robbie the Rabbit from Silent Hill 3, Kathy the Kitty, Huey the Horse, and Dawn the Duck. Fun times await. Lighthouse. Take in the view. Let it take your breath away. Old Silent Hill. Venture off the beaten path and discover the hidden gems of Silent Hill, such as the beautifully preserved Balkan Church. Look at those pictures. Oh, all those posters are just gone. Damn. You should be dead. Man. I wonder what else I've missed because I wasn't paying attention to the windows early on. Man. I like the exploration. I like how they've taken advantage of, like, the remake and of just the ability to have more going on, right? And have made a lot of the buildings explorable, because between that and, like, lightly rearranging a lot of the plot, it gets to be a new experience in a familiar setting. And I do like that. Of course, the farther along we get, the more they've changed. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah. We're doing this. Ooh! Ah! Eee! Oh! Nope! Oh, I don't have anything for that. Okay. Not my wisest choice. Alright, James, you're gonna be moaning and groaning for a minute here, because I do not have anything for you. Music can bring you back to those wonderful memories you thought lost. I don't know if I saw that the first time either. Yeah, already picked that up. Sorry, pal. Just eat shit for a while. This should be the face the music? Yeah, face the music. Find the melody of your dreams and kick up your heels. Yeah, face the music, James. Jacket's just gonna be bloody for a while here. Okay, now we'll go to Grand Market. Immediately gets distracted. Oh, I could really use some health. I don't know, like, the health picks up are a little bit scarce early on, maybe because they're assuming you're gonna be better at this than I am. Later on in the game, I just have, like, a ton. I have 11 syringes, which is insane. It's a little bit generous with supplies. Have I been here? Huh. It cannot be. Oh, where? Get wrecked. Oh. Oh, hang on. There's a thing for this. It's gotta be nearby. This is a puzzle. I've solved this puzzle. I know how it works. That's the other thing. Having already solved a lot of the puzzles will save time. Except that I don't remember where the note is for this one. Okay, hang on. If I'm gonna be methodical about it, let's go down... Which way am I even facing right now? God damn. Can you... There. Okay. Probably Cat Street gets cut off. Where? Where? Saw it. I did see it. That wasn't a wild guess. There's only one puzzle farther along in the game that I looked up the answer to, and first off, I looked up the answer by accident, and second off, because of how memos work, like, if you saw or read something in the first game, it got put in your journal. So they have this little thing that's basically like, how thorough were you about collecting documents? If you were very thorough, then it's a very simple puzzle. But because they don't put everything in your journal here, it was like, it was the same puzzle, but without all the information accessible to me. And so, like, there was just no way I was gonna remember. No! Oh, I need to stop getting greedy. So just let the record show that I'm a smarty pants and no puzzle can stop me, as long as it's not memory-based. Yeah, look at that. Gets cut off. Now, where's that memo? Oh, it's... No, this is, I think I found this one already. I don't think I found this. What are they? I shouldn't go through. I don't know why. I won't. They don't stink, but it feels like they do. No smell at all. I don't think I found this one. Oh, you little shit! Yeah, I would have remembered this. I didn't find this the first time. Huh. Oh, I wrote down notes of things that I was like... There's some things that I, like, while I was playing, I thought, these might have changed. But I couldn't tell. What? It's this barrier! This is the original... Oh, man. I definitely didn't find this. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. A line that I say to myself sometimes because I like it a lot. We have our own version of this. I don't know if it's like this one and the barrier gets updated or if they just straight up put it in a new location. I want to say they put it in a new location. So we do get this door, but... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. The door that wakes in dark. So, because that door separates two major sections of the game. So, like, you find it, you can find it early on, and you can see the message. But you don't get to go through the door until much later in the game. Is this? Yeah, Woodside Apartments. Yes, that's... I mean, if I'm remembering correctly, that's where that should be. I recognize that by, like, the fence. I was like, the only place to see a fence with a dumpster in that location behind it is the Woodside Apartments. I hear you. You can't hide from me. Don't think I found this either. Texan Cafe. We gotta leave. Meet me there. We don't have this key. Well, whatever was in Texan Cafe, I already found it. I gotta find that memo for that door so I can get in there. I'm pretty sure there's supplies in that building. Oh, you're... I bet I know where you are, you little shit. Yeah! You animal. Hey! Let's go! Hey, must be the money. Just need to find the memo. It's by, now that I remember, it's by a truck in an alley. Can I really not? Huh, guess not. Where would a truck in an alley be? Maybe it's down at the end of the street. Let me go to the end of this corner first, just to make absolutely sure, because I can't remember if I got all the way down to the end. How? You've come alive like 3 times! You're ridiculous! I've also determined— God damn you! Go! You just don't die! I swear to God, that's like the 3rd or 4th time that one's woken up. I won't stand for it. I don't get paid enough for this. I hope there's not, like, messages that I'm not seeing. I hope the thing hasn't frozen. That would break my heart. Yeah, alright, here's our version of it. It's good to come down here anyway, just to confirm that. Door that wakes in dark. And I mean, like, that's just what that door originally looks like. Like, the handprints might be new, but... I thought there was a body in front of this door. I don't know. Okay, I got some kind of notification. Oh, somebody's following. Yeah, I guess the thing's frozen because I'm sure not seeing. That's an easy way to fix that. Where did I put my phone? I could set up my phone to do the Twitch dashboard so that even if this is frozen, I will still know what's going on. Just means I need to... Oh, please don't play audio. Can I just, like, view my own chat? Am I allowed to do that? Lord God, like, Twitch is not a good... Twitch is not actually a good experience. Okay, I totally can. Alright. Let's find out how quickly that drains battery. Probably extremely. Help needed. Me too. What's over here? I'm sure I've been down here. I'm sure this is where I got, like, the stick or something. Yeah, I double-checked this earlier. Didn't I? Fuck it, I'll go back in. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. Also, like, a big, strong guy like this can't just pick up the boxes and move them. Come on, Bloober team. That one's also blocked. Nobody gives a shit. I do want him to grunt as third as much as he currently does. Oh, you want to come back again? You want to have, like, another tussle? You're ridiculous. Fuck that restaurant. Burgers aren't even any good. Yeah, we'll just go straight down and see if I find... Because I guess I could find the keypad memo after Saul Apartments? I can't remember. It was probably before. I just want it to be before. Don't need to go back down there. Wouldn't it be so funny if he got hit by a car? And the game just ended. Just rolled credits. I'm so onto your shit. 2 hits and you attack. Okay. I was onto your shit for long enough to be back off of your shit. Oh, I also found out, I can't even remember if I mentioned this last time, but Bloober Team went ahead and made like a Razer, I don't know, profile, whatever they're called, so that my mouse and its charging dock like light up based on my current health levels, which is actually, it's kind of convenient. I mean, like, you also have the screen effects and whatever, but I think it's neat. I'm a sucker for shit like that. Come on! I don't have to, whatever. Be that way. I don't want you anyway. Oh! They're just as annoying to target here as they were before. Come on! Bloody footprints, let's go! There's some music later on that reminds me of Annihilation, and I don't know if I'm just like a big nerd or if that would be a more common sentiment than I realize. Right. Definitely haven't been in here. Haven't busted into Happy Burger? Whatever. Right, let's get hurt. Let's get wounded. I never looked through this door. I might have just not explored Happy Burger. Because like I said, it was the other restaurant, Texan or whatever, but I think Happy Burger was the one that said, you get what you deserve. I do love being in a constant health deficit. It's good for my... feel the craving? You just can't help it? Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get. On the run? Grab something to go. Put it in your journal, James. It might matter. Right. Oh, you! No! There are 2 of you! It's not fair! No! No! Where's the other one? Oh my god. Give me a health drink to go! Come on, fucker. Come on! Oh my god. No! Why don't I get to interrupt your attacks? That's actually in keeping with tradition. Okay. Come on. Just inject some fry grease or something, I don't know. Too old for this, my boy. There just like is an American flag on the wall. Alright. It's not even where anybody's gonna see it, man. It's in like storage. Right. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Needles for when you're doing very badly, though. But also, yeah, James is just the kind of guy to pick up a needle out of a lunchbox and put it right in his arm. To quote one of my friends, that's probably his biggest problem. Bigger than his dead wife. Now the trick is going to be using the needle without dying. Hang on. Okay, so if this way is to Saul Street Apartments, and I'm going to check the end of that block to see if there's a thing, but I think I want to come back to Sanders to make absolutely sure that I didn't miss that one memo. Because it says, like, I had to run away again. It's not that one. Yeah, okay. I guess I just don't have it. Can't wait to find it. What else am I looking for? So I'm right outside Saul Street Apartments. Okay. I'll explore every corner of the blocks available to me. And I will know whether or not I get the memo first. Because at this point, we're kind of far away from where it applies. Oh dear. Oh my. I feel like I didn't see this either. I needed to do a better job exploring the town. No! Stop doing that! It lowers my frame rate! Okay. This is the dead body I was thinking of earlier. It's surrounded by notes. It's not the one I want, but this is a piece of the original map with all the stuff marked off. Oh my god. Yeah. Looks like James, doesn't it? Same jacket. Yeah, I don't think I found any of this. I'll write down what I've learned so far. Maybe it'll help you somehow. If you're reading this, I'm probably dead. This body's taken straight from the original game, and so far these notes are as well. It seems like they're attracted to light, louder sounds as well. If you want to survive, stay in the dark, stay quiet. Probably won't save you anyway. Yeah. Alright. No! Stop doing particle effects! Oh, I definitely don't remember this trailer home. I can't believe I missed so much. They can be killed. Just make sure they stay down. This one I think is new. Oh, give me some health sauce. Yeah! I'm trying to figure out if it looks like the motorhome from the original game. This is also new. This place, all it's ever brought me is pain and misery. God! Didn't mean to use the syringe. It's fine. It's okay. You know what, James? You're allowed to have a treat. We're gonna be going through here later. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if they'll remake other Silent Hill games. Like, Silent Hill 1 was very well received, if I'm remembering right. People liked Silent Hill 3 as well. It wasn't until 4 that things got dicey. Ta! I think you get some kind of advantage if you attack from behind, but they're pretty good at tracking. Hang on. This is... I mean, probably I can't get in, but it's okay. Come on, man. Get your stupid face in there and try and open it. I read that people are vandalizing the game's wiki page to say that people don't like it. That sucks. It's like a sad way to spend your time. Don't drag your heels. Hit the dance floor. No partner? No problem. Singles? We'll pair you up. Join us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Yeah, come on, James. Wait, hang on. I want that photo. That looks like it belongs to me. Because there's those weird photos. And, like, I'm not just saying that. They're literally called strange photos. This one says, I've been happy. I'm trying not to spoil myself on the strange photos. I want to see if they make sense when I have them or if I'm going to need to get conspiratorial with it. Come on. Nothing? Like nothing? Okay. What store is this? Andy's Tool Shop. What? Okay. I don't want to go in there anyway. Come on. There we go. I've been here. I know this one. Yeah, alright. Was I all the way down at Sanders Street? I must have been, right? Was I all the way down at Sanders Street and I didn't notice and immediately forgot? That would be embarrassing. Whatever, I'm here. I'll keep going. I want that keypad. I want that memo. I might actually... We might not need the memo. I might remember. There were a lot of 4s. Let's find out. Oh god, this is gonna be easier with a mouse. Nope, not that one. Also, my mouse doesn't show up. Lordy. Four, 4, 0, 4, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 2. Don't judge me. The way this works is that the memo says the combinations they've tried, and it says, like, 4, 4, 3, 8. I feel like I'm so close, but I had to run away again. So all this means is that I'm good at what I do. I don't even need that stupid memo. Oh. Oh. Yeah. The good shit. I think there are like bullets in here too. Maybe not. No, they don't wait until I have a gun. I could totally find bullets in here. Yeah. You start collecting ammo for the weapon before you have the weapon. Maybe I could throw the bullets at the enemies. Make loud pew pew noises with my mouth. That was one of my, well, yeah, one of my favorite physics teachers. She, like, just had a bullet in the classroom because of reasons. And for the, I think it's like we just started the section on momentum. And so she held out the bullet and said, like, would you rather I threw this at you or fired it at you? And the answer is obvious, right? And then she's like, but why would you care? It's still the same bullet. Its mass hasn't changed. And that's how she started the momentum lesson. Like, that's just good teaching. Oh, that's the door I came in through. She also had, like, a different dress for every single day of the year, swear to God. She was cool. Hopefully she still is cool. Okay, I think I got everything. No signs on the wall, probably. Probably not. I'm probably good. Oh! Let me out! Yeah, screw your memo. I don't even need it. I'm better than this. Alright, time to go to Seoul! It's just American. It's not like, oh, it's American Cafe. It's like American. Turns out the Twitch stream manager is not as much of a battery hog as I thought. So that's good. I've been in here. Laundry room? Yeah, okay. I have to have. It's okay. I'm gonna look anyway. Just put some detergent in your veins. You'll stop feeling pain, that's for sure. No. Super strong, super clean. Wash away the stains of yesterday. Lame. My boy probably smells like a shithouse. Do they all make noise, or is it just... Okay. Next payphone, I gotta remember. Check if it makes noise. If it's only that one, and I am... I'm not gonna remember this, but I'll just say it so that it's on the record. If the payphone on Katz and Martin Street is the one that I think it is, it's neat that it's the only one that makes a dial tone, because that matters later. God damn it. Okay, I'll write that down. There it is. So that's Katz and Martin. Where is it? Katz and Martin right outside Accurate, what does that say? Accurate Fabrication and Welding. Let's just write down that it has a dial tone. My God, I'm just gonna have like a stack of Post-its for this game. So that's going to be after this. And that's going to be after this. Yes, okay. Got a neat little stack of Post-its of things to check. It's not a neat stack. There's cat ear stuck to the sticky part, so I can't even stack them correctly. But that's okay. We're gonna make it through this. You know, James has hardship, and so do I. I don't even need to deal with you. I could just leave. You're like far enough away that I don't have to care. Uh-oh. So I was literally just looking at the map. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Is it? That's called a hit and run? I'm not sorry. You deserved it. Whew. Come on, nothing? Like nothing? Hang on. They keep using to put like actual... I mean, maybe they're not real. Maybe that's not the correct number of symbols for a license plate. Because that looks like 8. I don't know what license plates normally have. I just realized. That's like wild. Normally you just leave this stuff vague. You know, bad texture, can't tell. Andy's Tool Shop. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, closer than ever. Walking down the middle of the street in these games is typically a good way to get beamed by a boy, but I'm not such a huge fan of how the mannequins we haven't met the mannequins yet, but I'm not such a huge fan of how they jump out and like hide. It not only makes combat a requirement, which is like not the point. Like, you don't play Silent Hill for the combat, you play for the atmosphere, and part of what makes the atmosphere work is that the combat is difficult. And it's difficult in ways that having extra ammo doesn't help with, because like I've got the ×3 bullet adjust because I'm doing a New Game Plus, and it only helps so much because at the end of the day, like, the combat's still really sticky and hard. And so making combat something that you have to engage with is not really my favorite thing, because it kind of goes against the survival horror thing, where part of what makes the resource management tense is always having, or almost always having, the option to not engage in any activity that would consume resources. So, like, having them hide and jump out at me means that I will very often... I mean, like, I guess you could say, ooh, you just need to, like, examine your environment more carefully, but it does sometimes, like, they're just, I don't know, they're just, like, in a place I was not going to see. I see. I understand. Ah, it's a bug. Come here, nerd. Eat it. I also just, like, don't like that kind of jump scare. I just think it's kind of silly. Soul Street Apartment, gimme. What? I don't get to take this map with me. No. Oh, something kind of interesting the game does do that I've been enjoying is every so often you'll hear what sounds like a woman gasping. Like, it sounds a little bit muffled, like it's through a wall or just a little bit distant. And it happens just infrequently enough, but the first time I heard it was in the apartments. And so I thought, like, oh, are we meeting a character early or something? But it's just kind of a sudden, odd noise, and I like that. I mean, maybe it could be better since I figured out that it was a thing that was just kind of happening randomly, but... I don't know what this is about. Relevmid times 3, $48.21. Baralman times 3, $96.14. Zolprazanax times 3, $24.51. Imatinib times 3, $282.81. Total $451.67. I'm going to look up these. Relevmid. Let's see. Relevmid. I don't know if this is real. Oh, that's super real. All right. Oh, no. Revlimid is real. Ooh, all right. There's a Reddit post about it. Let's go. Somebody did it. Okay. All right. Relevmid is a stand-in for Revlimid, a medication that's used to treat myelodysplastic syndrome, MDS, don't know what that is, multiple myeloma, and mantle cell lymphoma. Baralman is a stand-in for either a cancer medication or anxiety medication. Unfortunately, when looking this one up, Google didn't give me a real-world equivalent. However, there are a bunch of cancer medications that start with B, and there's one anxiety medication, buspirone, that starts with B. There's also bupropion, I think. Zolprazanax is a stand-in for alprazolam, a medication used to treat anxiety and panic disorder. Imatinib is a stand-in for imatinib, a medication used to treat leukemia and acute lymphoblastic leukemia, along with other kinds of cancer and related diseases. Guy-C. Yeah, Guy-C. I'll go ahead and just drop this. Ooh, dear. I'll go ahead and drop this in the chat. I don't know how much good it'll do like anyone, but there's the link. So they're saying that the leukemia one, because, you know, Mary died of cancer. So they're saying cancer, especially blood cancer. The implication is that Mary had some kind of blood cancer. And the third medication is believed to be for James. He has anxiety, so you can tell in the opening cutscene by his sweaty and shaky hands. There are, like, okay, there are other reasons for that, though, but I'm not going to get into them now. Neat. That's neat. I'm glad I looked that up, and I'm glad that person did the research. That's cool. The year 622, it looks like 1982 to me. I guess that explains why he doesn't pick it up. It's just supposed to be kind of an Easter egg. I also need to be careful. I don't want to miss any of those photos. There's been at least one that I very nearly missed. Thank you, James. Your input is as valuable as ever. Okay. Methodical, especially since they don't give me a map. Man, you do need to wash your clothes, bud. You got stains. There's also an achievement for trying, like, bumping against 50 locked doors, which is, like, that's fine. Man, if I had, like, the highest graphical settings, that might be a fun exercise to examine things, but... I wonder if Unreal Engine 5 brought, what's the word? Optimizations along with better graphics. Apartment 5 left his key. Says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. Oh, there's like a thing in this that I like. I mean, there's a lot of things in this that I like, but... Okay, so I've looked at that. Looked at the map and don't really care. I really should. I'm just gonna look this up. I think there was originally some graffiti from, like, somebody's favorite band, but... Just look it up. I'll just look it up. Hidden images on the cover. No. Ooh. Some graffiti on the bathroom wall. Yakaronki Hebrew Easter egg. I think it's a verse from the Torah in the same way there were 2 verses from the Bible. Camel, long journey and fortitude. And they're saying the alien looks Babylonian. I'll just drop a link to this as well. This is not what I was looking for, but it's still neat. And I'm pretty sure this graffiti made it into the remake as well. This would have been in the bathroom at the very beginning of the game. The gas station bathroom. That's nothing. That's electricity. Nobody cares. Ah! Oh, that's where it just was. Okay. Up the stairs we go. So this is... They took Woodside Apartments and split some of its content out into Saul Apartments. Which I guess I don't like or dislike. I guess I'm kind of neutral on it. I don't know. I guess I haven't really formulated opinion on whether I feel like it interrupts the flow or something like that. There is something about wandering up and down the same building that kind of, I think, is good for the atmosphere, but this is not a bad experience. Hang on. I picked up the key for apartment 5. Apartment 5 left his key, says there's a leak. Yes, okay. And there's that thing. I will get to that in a moment. Here's apartment 6. Okay. Get down there, buddy. Mama needs you to do some crawling. I bet, like, every single thing is reflective when you're doing big boy graphics. Let's turn on for like a second. Let's hurt some frame rate just to check something. Where is that gonna be? Probably advanced. Change effects, don't care. Kidding me? Where's the where's reflections? Outlays colored, whatever. Why can't it, like, am I silly? Why can't I see? It's not that. Isn't there just like an option for reflections? Am I crazy? Is that like the kind of thing you can't change once the game is running? Alright, guess not. Just gonna turn it on for a second just to see what's what. Lighthouse. Neat. I'm certain now it's coming from that apartment. I keep telling them, why won't they do something? It's unbearable. I can feel it seeping into my skin, pushing itself into my lungs. I don't think I picked up this note either. I know what it's referring to. That's neat. I thought that was a giant slug. It's not. It's just like ventilation. It's just normal apartment things. That TV is stupid. Okay. God damn it. Now I sound like James. This is like dumb and doesn't matter, but this just reminds me so much of an asset in Silent Hill Homecoming. And Silent Hill Homecoming is not worth thinking about. That game is a mess, top to bottom. Maybe there's just, like, no monsters in this apartment building. I mean, teach me a lesson if there is, right? I feel like that's the answer to the clock puzzle later, but... probably a coincidence. Why would anybody do something so foolish? Arsonist, if you're having trouble with basic Python, straight up ask me a question, because I can help you. And I won't just, like, give you the answer either. Like, I'll explain it. I love teaching. Also, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you back. I was a TA in college, and I loved it. Also, my dad was a teacher for like 30 years or something insane. So, runs in the family. My aunt was a teacher too, I forgot about that. You got like big strong genetics for teaching. I have a video of, because when I was a TA for like three years, and I took a video one time of everybody who showed up for my office hours, and it was like a lot of people. It was like a lot of people. And I was really happy, because I got to like explain stuff and help people. Also, I literally write Python for my job now, so like Python is fresh on my mind. Alright, you ready for some outside danger? Let's go. Ah, I like that little chime noise. I do. I write Python, and I'm about to have to learn TypeScript. Haven't really messed with that yet, but Python and JavaScript and React, a little bit of HTML and CSS. Write a little bit of Lua for my NeoVim config. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. I know Bash script. I'd have to like look things up, but I'm competent enough with Bash script. Yeah, total program over here. I'd be happy to help. Also, a ton of people in the Discord server are programmers too, so like, you're in good company if you're looking for help with programming problems. Alright, this thing's gonna fall. Goodbye. This sound, the background noise right now, very familiar. To me, because I've played the original. Oh, there's just like a big hole in that painting. Okay. I want to pay a lot of it. Oh, hi, kitty. I want to pay a lot of attention to the paintings, not only for the ones that will be references to the original game or like playing off of that original content, but just because like it's neat to see what gets put on the wall. A lot of blocked out text, and then she came and washed it all away. It all started to make sense again. Some more blocked out text. It's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. This has got to be the same person who left that other note saying to meet at Texan. What did I pick up at Texan? I don't remember. I wish I could. Because I know I found something there, because it's Texan in the middle there, circled and crossed off. Damn. It's like a plot line there that I don't understand now. There was the gasping noise! The sound of a woman gasping. Very infrequent. Just often enough to be freaky. So this is what that OneNote is referring to. There's like a weird goop situation happening. And I like this for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons... Oh yeah, it's probably... I think I was like talking when it happened too. It was like right up in my ear though. Yeah, so... I hope I haven't done this rant already. James has like a weird relationship with holes. As we'll see, he just like... I'll just show you. This is just like a weird hole, right? Just like put your hand in it, bud. Don't even roll up your sleeve. Just proud of you, bud. Not the only time he does that. This is a correct reaction. James, what is wrong with you? Like, you have no idea. So, we're starting this whole journey a little early. Because originally you're in the Woodside Apartments, and you get into this room full of moths, which we will see that later. But you go into a room full of moths, there's some, what the Two Best Friends team called bio-slime on the ground, just luminescent green slime. And it's, like, kind of dripping out of a hole just like this one in the wall. Just, like, a very strange, irregular, kind of organic hole. And James is like, I'll just, you know what? Just hand in, all in, and you didn't even have to press the button multiple times. Just like, bud, hand in there. Yeah, the button for the jukebox. And, like, the kind of neat thing, though, about the one in the Woodside Apartments is that... if you do like a camera hack and take the camera behind the wall, you see that the thing you're reaching in the hole to get is actually modeled and is in the hole. So they kind of get you on that. It's not quite a jump scare because he truly is insane. Like this fucking... There's a whole interaction later that's even worse than this one. I'm so excited for it because... they made a bold decision to not change a single thing about it, and I'm so glad that they didn't. When in the original one, so you can, like, take the camera behind the wall with a hack, see the thing in the hole in the wall, and so what happens, if you, like, don't know what's going on, is, like, you tell James to put his hand in the hole, he just does it, doesn't roll up his sleeve or anything, and then gets startled and pulls his hand out, and when you do the camera hack, you can see that he got startled because his hand touched the thing in the back of the hole, which is... just a neat little detail. And then, like, you reach back and grab it, and he's like, oh, this is that thing I need. Yeah, you should be worried about the other one. It's real bad. It's very gross. It's gross, and I love it. Yeah, I am just, like, chock full of fun facts. I actually took some notes. I want to wait until they're more relevant to say them, but I've got... various piles of knowledge about, like, the original game and Easter eggs and shit like that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the stencil buffer later. How bad we talking? We're talking. Oh, man. I mean, you don't have a weak stomach, so you're gonna be fine, but it's like, so gross. This is new. So this is new, having like a... because we are going to... The first hole that James interacts with in the original was in Woodside Apartments, and we are going to see that exact hole later on. So this is a new hole introduced earlier, because the other hole with the bio-slime, it's like, it's very clearly the edge of an apartment. It's like a bedroom with... and there'd be like another apartment on the other side. And so the hole just like goes into the wall, and there's no way to... there would be no way to have a door to be like, ooh, this is a whole thing. So the fact that this hole reaches into a room in the apartment, and the only door into that room, it seems like he can't get it the rest of the way open. And the slime situation, the soy sauce is so thick and so bad that it's even on the doorknob and apparently smells awful. Like, chef's kiss, Bloober team. I love this. I think this is fantastic. I mean, that could be blood. I don't know. I think it's great. Because this would also be into there, and we can't get in. And so this is what that note downstairs is like. It's seeping into my lungs. Why won't they take care of it? You can kind of see in. I can kind of see in. There's just like a lot of black gunk. Man, I wish I had a flashlight. Would somebody get a camera hack and get into that room? Like, probably there's nothing in there. But then again, oh, I also looked this up. So there was another Easter egg early on that I have no way of accessing because I don't have any cheats or anything going on. So there's a few things to know about the Silent Hill HD collection. The main thing to know about it is that it's bad. It is a disaster. And there's a lot of reasons that it's a disaster. One of them is that they not only redubbed all the voices, which, like, doesn't have to be bad, but in this case really, really is, because the voice acting in the original game is very, very good. I think it's like a little bit cheesy, but it's also, anybody who isn't James is really, really good, and James is good if you can come to terms with the fact that he is an awkward, stilted, weird guy, and, like, that's why he talks like that, is because he's just kind of weird. But in the Silent Hill HD collection, they dubbed over the original voices without removing the original voice track. So if you listen, you can hear the original voice lines under the dub, which is, like, already odd. I think there are other problems with it too that I don't remember, but the other big thing with it is that the famous Welcome to Silent Hill sign, for some reason, was redone in Comic Sans, which is absurd. But, why did they not remove it? Like, I don't know. The HD collection is, like, bafflingly bad. It's also so funny. So this over here, my normal view of the chat is, like, super behind for reasons I don't understand, so I have to remember to look over here. But I don't know, they just, like, left the original voices in there, and they're, like, kind of quiet, but you can tell that they're there. Oh, there are, like, other problems with it. Let me actually, this is worth looking up, I think. This is history. This needs to be preserved. Silent Hill HD Collection issues. This is gonna be a fun search. Oh, first response is somebody, like, defending it. The line of problems is too intense to count. It's fucking atrocious. They're saying technical messes, but not specifying what. Oh, yeah! Okay. Yeah, one of the other things, I think they, like, screwed up the fog. Needed to yoink some meds. So I think they screwed up the fog or something in the HD collection. And I talked about this last time. I'll talk about it again. I think it's very interesting. There are videos of this. The water in Silent Hill is just kind of like a flat texture, and then there's like concentric circles, right? So a bunch of circles centered on the same point. There's basically concentric circles of waves emanating from wherever James is standing in the water. And when there's thick fog, that's hard to see, so it just kind of looks like water moving, and it looks fine. But when you take away the fog, and you can actually see those concentric circles of waves, like that texturing thing that they're doing, it looks kind of like circles of zebra stripes, like it's so stark. And so people were complaining that, like, what did you do to the water? Why does it look like zebra shit? And it's like, no, actually the water always looked like that. It's just the fact that you can see it this clearly is what makes it look bad. Which I think is also really interesting as just a byproduct of technical limitations and the ways they got around them, and, like, how it works here and then doesn't work when you make certain changes. But all of this was in service. Oh, one of the other things. They have texture problems, like texture mix-ups. And the infamous one is there is a scene where you have a close-up of another character's face, and her eyeball texture is replaced with a teeth texture. So it's like, you know, 2 rows of teeth closed, but like on her eyeball. It's just like, it looks freaky, but like it's not, you know, it's not supposed to be freaky. She's just supposed to be like a normal human. It's the HD collection is bad. If you're looking, if you have the money and you're looking to play Silent Hill 2, you need to get a PS2 or a fat PS3, which has a PS2 inside of it, and you need to either get the original Silent Hill 2 or you need to get the greatest hits version. Do not get the HD collection. The HD collection is bad. But all of that to say, yes, I definitely did. That's okay. I love repeating myself about things that I think are cool. The Comic Sans Welcome to Silent Hill sign, or maybe it was the Welcome to the Ranch sign or whatever. Yeah, anything but HD. Or the original PC version of Silent Hill 2 is also kind of a mess, but there's a bunch of community patches out for it, so like you can make it better, so that's good. But there's a reference to that original Comic Sans HD collection sign. I was looking for it, and I was not going to be able to find it because you need to do a camera hack and go inside the Silent Hill Ranch near the beginning of the game before you get to town. And they have hidden the sign in that ranch for people who go exploring out of bounds. So, that was a very long aside, but I think it was totally worth it. What was I doing? Where am I? Yeah, James is like, come on, man, I need to find my wife. What are you doing? Alright, what am I doing? I think... yeah. That's where I go next. I already went down there. Alright. I need to find my wife while I'm in this building. One of my favorite tweets just says... who the fuck ripped this huge vape at Silent Hill? I'm trying to find my dead wife. That is the question, right? Who the fuck ripped this fat vape at Silent Hill? Ah! Oh! Oh, that scared me! I knew that was gonna happen and that scared me. Wah, 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 wah! So people have, of course, like, done a thing where they pop off, they just, like, take out all the fog and get our boy here up on the ledge and just like take a look at the town. And that's pretty neat. Oh, hey. Alright, down the ladder, bud. I want to own that jacket. I've been meaning to get it for a while. I want to be the proud owner of a James Sunderland jacket. I also really want to do cosplays of some of the other characters. Like, it shouldn't even be that hard. Like, Angela is like a white sweater, white turtleneck, and brown cardigan pants. Yeah, it's probably like a military jacket or some shit, I don't know. One of my friends bought the jacket. Like, I know that it exists in the world. And I just need to go and buy it. Where am I? Oh, I guess I'm done with Saul Apartments, huh? What did I go in there for? What did I pick up? Oh, the button. How did I get here? It's funny, just like looking at this and remembering 2 nights ago when I was looking at this exact same building in the original game. I mean, you know, just like the jacket, some jeans, some regular boots. I think people would know. It's also thrilling how often people cosplay as the nurses, another enemy type that we have not seen and will not for a while. Because the nurses is like, you basically like paper mache your body. It's rough, but people do it. I saw somebody cosplaying as a nurse at Runfest this year. It's a building! Oh, okay. I'm going to the place with the thing. I must have already put the record in there. I don't remember doing that, but I must have. The nurses are also no joke. They hit hard. They're very mean to me. Just thinking about, like, the graphic designers, right? The people who draw up the textures and shit. Like, whoever designed it, whoever actually made it. It's kind of interesting. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Oh, to look at the nurses? The bobble-headed nurses with the big tits. But it's not for no reason. There's another reason to think that Silent Hill Homecoming is silly, is because all of the monster design is very specific to James's emotional state, and so there is canonical evidence that Pyramid Head is not necessarily specific to James. He does seem to exist outside of James's situation, but his symbolism is pretty specific to James. And so to just include him, Pyramid Head. No, so a lot of the enemies are very feminine and very sexual, and that's on purpose. Am I crazy? Where's the record? Hang on. I know this one. It's here. Uh-oh. Okay. Part of that, so I believe... Okay, so the melody from that song comes from a song that I believe is called Magdalene from the original game, and there's a very specific moment where it plays. Also, part of that song, once it brought in the lower tone, reminded me of Oxenfree. Could you not hear the song? Uh-oh. Has the audio not been captured this entire time? Yeah, part of the song Magdalene. Can you hear James breathing right now? Because the song was playing... static. Oh dear. That's concerning. Okay, let me check my own stream for a second here. Make sure audio is coming through. It's gonna be dangerous. Alright, give the game focus. There's a cat shrieking. Please watch my own stream. This will surely not be a bad thing. Oh, Lord God in heaven, why is this so difficult? My channel. My audio. Alright, get ready for some doubling. It's gonna be rough. My audio. Alright, get ready for some doubling. It's gonna be rough. My audio. Alright, get ready for some doubling. Yep. Oh, that's bad. My audio. Alright, get ready for some doubling. Oh, that's bad. Is it just not? Is it not picking up the game's audio? You couldn't hear any music? You couldn't hear... That is so frustrating if that's true. Fuck. Not that one, don't play that. Creator dashboard? Stream manager. You couldn't hear him speak. Fuck. Can I be recording this whole thing without audio? That'd be embarrassing. Oh, it's not showing anything from the game. Fuck me blind. Okay, hang on. That's frustrating. How do I do this? Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna... Yeah, I guess I just haven't been capturing audio this whole time. Okay, fuck. Yeah, we'll remove audio. Fuck me blind. I love doing this right here on stream. This is a good experience and not a bad one. Not audio input, not audio output. Application audio capture, which is in beta, so that's probably not great. Add a new source. Oh, this is super good. This is a good experience for everyone involved. Ugh! Alright, where'd you go? Does the cat shriek in the background? Okay, can you hear... Can you hear... Well, because, like, I tested the audio before the stream, and it was, like, it showed up on video, so I'm confused as to why it suddenly stopped. Hang on, here's what I'll do. Maybe all the video bullshit ruined it. Oh, that's concerning. Alright, we're gonna reboot the game and hope that that fixes it, because otherwise I don't know. No worries. Oh, what the fuck? That's not the right monitor. It's still not showing anything. Motherfucker. No, you have... It's not fine! You have to be able to hear it! It's important! The audio design's really important. Why the fuck is this so bad? That's still not showing. Oh! Is it coming through now? Can you hear something now? Seems like it might be getting something. Okay. Some amount of the stream had no audio. That's fine. You can hear bangs. That's good. That's what you should hear. Technology is so good. Technology has only made my life better. Where am I? Okay! Okay! Alright, this is good. This is gonna be a good thing. That means you hear all the ominous noises? Like the weird kind of breathing noise, slight running water. Yeah, James in his natural state, observing a hole. The audio design is so good. Silent Hill without the audio isn't actually Silent Hill. It matters. And they brought Akira Yamaoka back in, and everybody did a very good job. I think I'm still gonna have complicated feelings by the end of this, but overall, it's been a good experience. Yes! It was actually Silent Hill. You know what? That was just good branding on my part. You hear the, like, moist noises in there? It's, like, super gross. I love it. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Moist! Ugh, okay. Next time I stream, I won't be screwing around with video I bet it was like all the messing around with graphical settings kind of threw it off. And now you'll get to actually hear the song and the stuff that he says after you get that whole thing figured out. I mean, he's like, I swear he's like 50. Apparently he's 29 in the original game. Which, like, he kind of doesn't look 29 to me, but what do I know? But, I mean, like, look at him. Like, this is not a young man. I should also save the game. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I'll overwrite it. I don't need it. Yeah, he's like, oh no. He's 29 in the original game. In the remake, he's like, yeah, he's gotta be at least in his 40s. I don't think I get that. Oh! That's the symbol on the key that I get out of the jukebox. Okay. Mystery solved. Hang on. What did I just see? Nothing. Alright! Now we're gonna experience it correctly. That's Magdalene.
spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
Alright. Got the goods, got the music. That's another piece of the monologue. He normally says that whole thing right outside of the bathroom at the very beginning of the game. It's just like listing off places that were special to him and Mary. It's a little... But there's like a little bit of blood stain under that door handle. I don't know if you want to be worried about that. Yeah? I mean, yeah. It's good voice acting. It's a different James. Yeah. Neely, what you got going on? What's happening back here? That's just the other door. Whatever. Hang on. That's another door. I probably can't open that. Jump down, nerd! Jump! Hey, he looks stupid. Jump! Can you... Oh my god. Can you get off the box? I mean, like, yeah, this is the window I'm supposed to be going through. I was gonna try to, like, get down, but I guess I'm not allowed to. Yeah. Guess he's afraid his knees won't make it. And then does that. Gimme. Come on, bud. You got better aim than that. It's right in front of you. Alright, we're not getting that one. Yeah, I want to say it's like an herbal concoction or something, canonically. I don't know. This is... Oh. This is Neely's. I was thinking it was the apartment front office for some reason. That picture shows up a lot later. That picture is reused in a bunch of places, the one on the right. Anything good over here? Here's like the funny thing. Changed the read button to up arrow because I changed the health thing to up arrow. But depending on the note, it'll either still use that rebound key or it'll use Y. There's something going on with that. He came back after you left. It's fine. He didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't going to let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's the greenish-blue one. Plate number ending with 06, I think. So I think this is all about the janitor. And the janitor was like, we need to meet up at Texan. We need to go... I don't know. I'm not necessarily very good at figuring these kinds of things out, so I'm not sure what to make of the janitor's story. Oh no! Story. No, don't do that. God. Hit like one button. Another button gets hit. It unmutes the stream manager. I'm in heck. We'll also be visiting this set of garages a lot. Or at least a set of garages. Yeah, it's whatever. I don't know why that happens. It's just that you revisit locations a lot in Silent Hill. Like, within each environment, you tend to go back through the same places, but they look different. It's good for that sense of deterioration. So, it's not that there's necessarily anything special about this place. It's just that they do this with Silent Hill 4 The Room as well. You return to your room a lot, and as you keep coming back to it, it is a more and more hostile place. That's like kind of a central design tenet, I think, for Silent Hill games, is same location, different vibes. And it's one of the things I like about Silent Hill 4 The Room, the idea that this place that is originally your safe space, it's where you heal, it's where you pick up your supplies, refuel, whatever, gradually becomes unsafe. So it goes from being a place that heals you. If you don't take care of it, it starts to actually hurt you while you're in it. Which is, that's a neat idea, I like it. It's just a shame that the rest of the game was kind of trash. But Silent Hill 4 was bad, not for lack of ideas, but because it turns out those ideas, at least the way that they were executed, was not an enjoyable experience. But I think it's really cool from the perspective of what it was experimenting with. That's 08, the greenish blue car. Anything good? Yeah, that gets blocked off, so that's fine. Oh! That popped! Okay, like, maybe I'm crazy. I feel like that's not supposed to be a perfectly blank black texture. And it, like, had something in it, and now it doesn't. Yeah, pitch black, like the movie. Yeah, there's supposed to be, like, a frosted texture on there, it looks like. That or I'm getting confused about the fog. There! It's literally supposed to be door texture. I don't know. Welcome to the show. This happens to me. I have problems that most mortals would only dream of. Give me the goods. Oh, I guess I'm headed back out. So... yeah, happens, I guess. I don't know. Greenish blue. That's not his car. That just has something in it. If that's their idea, greenish blue, they need to get their friggin' eyes checked. Okay, car out back, greenish blue, license plate ending in 06, I think. I thought it was in the... that's the same car from earlier. I thought it was in the parking garage. Man, I hope you're just making a Silent Hill joke and not commenting on another loss of audio. Because there is definitely creaky noises happening. Very funny. We're all very proud of you. Okay, I guess this car is even further out back. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's literally a question mark on it. Hey! Must be the money. You know what? Screw that guy. He was never making it out. What's in your car? Oh! Uh-oh. I can't tell if that looks... I think that looks like James's jacket all balled up. Yeah, it literally tells me. I just don't listen. Woodside Apartments. Nope, nope, nope! Nope! Nothing in here! We're going, we're going. Yeah, James, what the hell, man? There's nothing in there. We're going. We're going. Alright, somebody said that the wind blows in the direction you need to go. I don't know if that's true. Because hang on. We need to get to Woodside Apartments. I don't think the wind blows in the correct direction. Ooh, look at that frame dip though. Love that. Yeah, I think that person might be full of it. I've explored these streets. I don't need to stop. Go! God, what is this? 24 frames a second? Is it like watching a movie? Zax is because you missed the part where we went to a whole other apartment building that we just got done with. There's a lot of backtracking in survival horror. Or at least in this one. You need to put your boys to bed earlier so you can watch more of my stream. I did so many things! So many things! Oh, you're dead. Yeah, so we had like a little note saying, please get the go. You're in charge of that. You can put him to bed whenever you want. Alright. The Woodside Apartments are very, very different than the original game. Like, this layout is wildly different. We got only the first floor? Yeah, that's what I thought. We got multiple floors, baby. We got a save square. We got all kinds of good sauce in here. This also means we can save basically whenever, because we're gonna be in the apartment buildings for a while. New map! New area! The apartment buildings are the first non-town major area in the game, so each of the major areas in the game are connected by the town. Typically, like, the part of town that... Oh my god, excuse me. The part of town that we were in. So... Lordy, lordy. Like, you can only go through the maps for the current area that you're in. Okay. Because there's the... I'm gonna call that the west side of town, and then the east side of town. So you're kind of going to various places within there, and then, like, the final area is on a completely different part of town. So yeah, we've had the first... Like, we had a little taste of the apartment buildings when we were in the Saul Street apartments, but this is the major apartment section. A lot of exciting things happening here. Man, can you imagine if I had, like, a big girl graphics card and we'd get actual, like, ray tracing off of this thing? Shit would look so cool. Instead we got this smoky whatever. Oh. Give me the goods. Continues to have good audio design. This puzzle is from the first game. Oh, it's not puzzle time yet. We don't have most of the pieces. So that one, I have to press Y to read it. It's whatever. 3 bright coins in the 5 holes be. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. And here comes the man, so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. So this is a retooling. So the coin puzzle is from the original game. They even keep some of the same coins, but they slightly changed how the puzzle works. It's still kind of a logic puzzle, but there's, like, more pieces to it, which is interesting. And the way the puzzle resolves makes me think that it might contribute to the ending that you get. So, I'm not going to look up whether I'm right until I've gotten an ending once, just so that I don't spoil myself on anything. Especially since there are things that determine what ending you get in the original game they're like optional things that you can interact with, and if you interact with them, they push you towards a specific ending. And in the remake, those things are no longer, some of them are no longer optional, and so they couldn't possibly affect your ending, because that would be ridiculous. We're also gonna get a flashlight in this building, which is exciting, because we could sure use it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Dear Madame, in response to your complaint regarding the gunshots coming from apartment 217, we have paid a visit to the tenant, and he assured us that he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. True to his words, we did not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noises persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. Oh, I guess that's our boy, the janitor. The hell? Oh, if I were a good person, I would have muted for that. This is probably me reading too much into things, but the "to hell" graffiti here does make me think of the hello. What is it? The like hello, welcome to hell puzzle in PT. PT being the playable teaser for Silent Hill 5, which is the Silent Hill game that Hideo Kojima was going to make until Konami went off their rocker and got rid of him and threw out all of that so that they could focus on pachinko machines. Konami being, of course, the makers of Silent Hill, or the company that owns Silent Hill, not really the makers. And then Kojima went off and turned Silent Hill 5 into Death Stranding. So, there's some history for you. Also, PT was pulled off of the PlayStation Store. It used to be a free download for the PS4, and then Konami pulled it off. So the only way to play PT is to either, I mean, you could probably download a ROM and get it working on PC, I don't know, or you have to buy a PlayStation that already has PT installed on it. Is it a good Silent Hill? Is PT a good Silent Hill, or is Death Stranding a good Silent Hill? Oh, I can hear the monster. PT is very good. And if it's going to be considered part of the Silent Hill franchise, I think that would be fine. I think it's a very interesting and good and fun addition. It's kind of a neat game. Death Stranding is not a good Silent Hill game. Death Stranding is a Kojima game. I have not played Death Stranding. It really does not seem like my kind of game. Death Stranding does this really interesting thing. There's a thing that Kojima sometimes does where he weirdly accurately predicts, current events before they happen. And in the case of Death Stranding, somehow kind of seemed to predict the pandemic. Just, people being isolated from each other, and only the Postal Service was keeping us all in contact.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Brother, you hear a noise like that, you do not call out to it. I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you. But, it's also got, dumb shit in it. For example, there's a character named... Okay, because the whole thing is, Bridges. Sam Porter Bridges, as in Uncle Sam. Porter as in, somebody who transports things. And Bridges as in literally Bridges. Is carrying people's mail across the continent. And I don't know. I've heard that Death Stranding is maybe not super fun to play. Yeah, James is like, you hear that? It might be my wife! I've heard that, Death Stranding might not be super fun to play, but is definitely interesting, and one of my very big video game friends is very glad that it got made. They're also making a sequel, so... Or they probably are. But, one of the characters is named Bridget, as in, Bridge It, which is just... And there's a character named, what is he called? I think it's called, like, Dead Man, because he's made of dead men. There's one character named Heartman, because his heart is literally shaped like a heart. Like the cartoon heart. It's silly. It's Kojima. It's, you know, if you like Metal Gear Solid, maybe you'll like the writing in Death Stranding. It has cool moments in it. Yeah, they're just like a little cheesy. That's just kind of Kojima's way. Like, it would have been interesting to see what he did with Silent Hill, but I have my doubts that it would have had as rock solid of an atmosphere as these games typically do. Yeah, I've never played Metal Gear. I know it's important, but there's so much of it at this point. Oh, dear God. That's fine. No, come on, break it. I wanted to jump out that. Alright, we're gonna meet some mannequins. That is our flashlight. It is shining at us, as though to say, look at yourself. We're gonna get jump scared by a mannequin, I happen to know. You suck! Suck? No! Sick of your shit! That is a mannequin. Mannequins are two pairs of female legs attached at the torso. But we have a flashlight. And James, very smartly, puts the flashlight in its breast pocket. And this is kind of an interesting gameplay decision. The flashlight always goes where you're facing, whether or not James is facing that way. Which is very good for making sure you can see. But I'm a little nitpicky, so I'm like, that looks silly. But I think it's a good decision. I'd rather have it showing me what I want to look at than doing anything else. I mean, if you have an Xbox 360, that's the kind of thing you might be able to eBay if you ever need a little cash. As long as it's in good shape. So here's the other thing.
These clothes.
Those clothes. It looks exactly like what Mary is wearing. I also... This camera angle is interesting. I don't know if it's just supposed to, like, draw your attention to that drawer to make sure you pick up the key, or... Oh, you just picked up the 360. I see. So, you come across a mannequin in a random apartment building, which, like, James and Mary didn't live here. Silent Hill is a resort town that they would come to visit because it was special to them. And so in some random apartment building in this resort town that he and his wife visited, he finds a mannequin dressed as his wife with a flashlight attached to it, shining right into his face. Also, they make him do, like, the little but they don't animate his face, and it bothers me. Like, the number of times I've accidentally been staring right at his face when he, like, ventriloquist like, clears his throat. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm the only one who cares. Past memories make new enemies. That's a line for Silent Hill. Hang on, I need to pin that. He is special. It's not just him. We'll get into that. There's a lot to say on that, but it requires spoiling a lot of things. I love all the ambient noises. Whew. There will also be a lot of just, like, regular mannequins, not enemy mannequins. One of the things that is missing, we don't That is literally just a quote. I mean, as far as I know, it's a quote from you. Credit Arsonist, 2K24. So the way that you get a lot of information is in the original is that you like mash your face up against something and hit the interact button. And you can get... Oh, no, that would be bad. That would be a bad experience. But, you get a lot of flavor text in the original game. Like, there's originally, like, a couch, but it's covered in mannequin parts. And James says, you know, you interact with it, and James says, this couch is covered in body parts. Fortunately, they're all just from mannequins. Like, thanks, James. You're a real clever boy. But there's a lot of personality that comes from that flavor text, from James commenting on the environment, on things around him, that isn't happening anymore. And I think I definitely miss that. I feel like I have fewer opportunities to gauge what kind of a person Remake James is. And this is also one of the big things that works in Silent Hill 3's favor, because you're playing as a teenage girl, and she has a very different voice for her flavor text. Like, it's a teenage girl voice, and it works. It works really well. But then again, you don't really want... I wouldn't really want them to translate it to voice lines, because then suddenly you have to hear it. Yeah, it's kind of missing a huge... What's the word? It's like a major... Oh my god. It's not vertex, but it's a word like vertex. It's a major way that we would learn more about James. And it's a way that you don't have to interact with, so you don't have to be, like, overwhelmed by it, like in some games where it's like the Marvel games or whatever, where they're like constantly talking and it's maybe a little annoying. It's an entirely optional way to see what kind of a guy James is. I know this goes to the courtyard. I need to stop trying it on the other doors. Yeah, a lot of there are other details. It's not like they didn't do anything, but I do still feel like there's a piece missing. Like, this James is more expressive, but less frequently. Yeah. I don't know, the silence also is kind of part of it. That's why the companion cube worked so well in Portal, is because you're going through this game in complete silence, in complete solitude, and then, you know, you finally get something that's very easy to attach yourself to. So I think the lack of dialogue or the scarcity of dialogue is good for that. I don't know. Because it's not just about what James can say, it's also about what you hear in the world, what the music, the diegetic noises, things like that. That's all part of the character of the game and of the world as well. So I wouldn't want him talking over a bunch of that, you know, like I'm doing right now. So that's going to be one way out of here. I'm going to try the other ways first. Right. Like... I think it's different when you want to voice the lines, because suddenly, like, you have to pay the voice actor to do that for you. Like, maybe that's part of it. But yeah, if they would let me interact with things and just give him a bunch of voiced lines to make up for the missing flavor text, that might be a nice balance. But maybe mashing your face against things and hitting interact is, like, a relic of a bygone era. Maybe it doesn't make sense to bring that into New Game, since it's a little bit adventure gamey. I don't know. It's just a thought I've been having. Another thought I had, and I actually wrote this down, is that because of the camera angles in the original, you're looking at James as often as you're looking with him. So, like, you'll spend a lot of the game at, like, this kind of angle to him, or, like, you know, farther away, but, like, kind of looking at him. Or it'll do this kind of weird follow thing that feels kind of like you're spying on him instead of this over-the-shoulder where it feels like you're participating with him. So there's less distance between us and James. So between him being a more normal dude, like he sounds less awkward and stilted, more natural, and we're over the shoulder with him, it's just puts you in a different relationship with James as the player. Walter Sullivan. Locaine siblings murder. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Walter Sullivan, the culprit in a recent homicide case, was found dead, having taken his own life on the morning of the 22nd in his jail cell. According to the police statement, Sullivan's death was caused by blood loss resulting from severing his carotid artery with a soup spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Sullivan was apprehended on the 18th of this month on account of brutally murdering Billy and Miriam Locaine. Even though Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from his hometown of Pleasant River as someone capable of murdering children, the schoolmate admits to having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia shortly before his arrest. He was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff, like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me, he recounts. I guess now that I think of it, he was kinda crazy, the schoolmate concludes. The red devil is Pyramid Head. Yeah, James has a lot of emotions, and that part I'm fine with. So, one of the things that a lot of later Silent Hill games do is they pull from all of the characters, all these kind of like side incidental, like flavor text characters, world building characters from the second game, and they kind of draw them out into bigger characters in later games. So Walter Sullivan is the main antagonist of Silent Hill 4. And I could get more into that. I could just tell you the story of Silent Hill 4 if you want to be spoiled, but it's kind of funny the way they flesh out his story. Silent Hill 4 is also, I think, the first Silent Hill game that doesn't have, like, a twist the same way that a lot of the other ones do. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll spoil Silent Hill 4, so... Actually, I'm trying to think about this. Does this look like... No, this doesn't look like the bedroom in Silent Hill 4. One of the later Silent Hill games, I want to say Downpour, recreates Henry Townsend's apartment from Silent Hill 4, and you can, like, find it and get into it. I thought maybe they'd do something like that here. It would have been neat. But the story of Silent Hill 4, as I recall it, is that Walter Sullivan was abandoned by his parents when he was very young and was misled, I think either misled by the cult, or because there's like a cult that's central to Silent Hill's whole situation. He was either misled by the cult or just like got his hands on some of the reading material and convinced himself that his mother was, oh my god, like, he could do this ritual to bring his mom back, but it's actually a ritual to summon some kind of eldritch being. And in order to complete the ritual, you have to sacrifice, I want to say like 22 people or something. And so he killed Billy and Miriam Locaine, he killed a bunch of other people, and killed himself before he could be apprehended, and his death counted toward the total. So then he comes back as a ghost in kind of a complicated way that I don't fully remember, to finish the rest of the murders. And so you meet a bunch of characters throughout Silent Hill 4 that are victims, that end up being victims of Walter Sullivan's whole ritual. And you, Henry Townsend, and so named because he gets sent to Silent Hill, the town. It's kind of a whatever. And, oh, what is her name? It starts with an E. I'm not gonna remember. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Hang on. Eileen! God. Eileen. You, Henry Townsend, the player character, and Eileen, the only secondary character that sticks around, are the penultimate and ultimate sacrifices for the ritual, if you get the bad ending. Which way is it going? Okay. And there's no, like, big twist, really. You just kind of piece together that whole situation, and you have to take care of Eileen and make sure she doesn't get too hurt. Because if she gets too hurt in the big climactic boss battle, she's basically, like, entranced and is walking towards a big sacrifice pit. Like a big old meat grinder, actually. Ah! You little shit! I'm so sick of your shit, dude! Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm so mad. Come on, dude. You gotta stomp on it. Come on. Ah! But she basically, like, if she's doing very, very badly on health, she basically runs into the meat grinder. But if she's not doing badly on health, you might have time to stop the ritual before she runs in. You heard it, like, chittering? It also made kind of a weird human noise. You also find out that, oh, I don't remember his name, but James Sunderland's dad or something is the superintendent of the apartment. Because I guess that's the other thing. One day Walter Townsend wakes up and realizes he can't get out of his apartment. And when he bangs on the door, nobody can hear him. And it's basically because his apartment's gotten, like, spirited away to a weird Silent Hill pocket dimension kind of thing. And it's, like, part of the ritual, I don't know. And so that whole, in Neely's bar, the message, there was a hole here, it's gone now. People speculated that that's why a lot of the exploration in Silent Hill 4 is based around rooms, or holes appearing in the wall of Henry Townsend's apartment. And then he travels through them to get to the other major locations. We're going to talk about the stencil buffer after this. The important thing you need to know, or need to notice, is how the bars cast shadows, which nowadays is not a big deal. Now, the thing they're missing is they're not casting shadows here, which they did in the original, and there's a reason for that.
Hey! Wait!
So that is the
What's a kid doing here?
second major character that we've met, I believe. Because we met Angela in the graveyard, and now we've met Laura. We don't know her name yet, but... So, the original version of this cutscene made a big deal about the shadows cast by the bars, because dynamic shadows were not a thing when Silent Hill 2 was originally made. And so they actually faked dynamic shadows with, I believe it's called the stencil buffer. And I do not remember the specifics, but they basically, like, hacked up this buffer to fake dynamic shadows so that they could have really neat cutscenes, like the one where he's, you know, flashlight pressed against the bars, arm through them, like casting shadows all over the place and having this very fancy cutscene that would have blown people's minds because they're like, oh my god, look at that, shadows that move. And they used it all over the place. So you had, like, dynamic shadows faked dynamic shadows cast from objects in the world and enemies. Bit of history for you. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't keep the big dramatic shadows in this version of the cutscene. It would have been cool if they had. Yeah, an actual child. Because, like, it's weird, right? How is she not dead? There's, like, monsters all over the place. This is no place for a kid. What am I doing? This is the courtyard. This is the courtyard I was in earlier. I've been talking so much that I don't even remember where I'm supposed to be going. I can't read what that says because there's a thing over it. Coin cabinet. To see if there's a way. I don't think I can. Can I? No, I can't get in through any of those. That was her. She is a grade A brat, and I love her for it. What do I have? I don't have any more key items. Oh my god, that needle is so sketch. Brother pumps these like they're steroids. James, you got problems. Wait, was this door open before? Wow, his hand did something weird there. Am I crazy? I don't think this door was open before. Whatever. He just, like, pulls a pen out of his ear and writes on it. It's fine. I like how, when there's a monster nearby, his little sighs and grunts that he makes when a door doesn't open sound kind of panicked. Yeah, those itty bitty. I actually don't know what this noise is. I don't remember that noise. Close, please. Please close. Okay. Gotta watch your six. Make sure there's no mannequins waiting for you. Again, probably reading into things. That looks a little bit like the mirror from The Ring to me. They're not goofy, they're spooky. They're spooky monster noises. No, they're scary. I was scared. Ah, the apple. No reflections. I swear to God there was something on this table. Maybe I dreamed it. Doesn't matter. All I need is this. My James doesn't like mirrors. That's a wedding dress, dude. So those hands look familiar to me, but I can't remember if they came from Silent Hill. Okay. That would be my phone. Second floor hall. I heard you. She ran off. Whatever. She's somewhere ahead. There's some music. There's like, sheet music in this game. And you don't add it to your journal, so I don't have a record of what all the sheet music is, but I feel like it's all significant. So this is one of the pieces of sheet music. Furniture designer's like, hang on, you're not gonna believe this. It's so brilliant. Fucking hands. It's gonna look like hands. Brass hands. Oh man, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm butchering this. It's fine. I just need to know how to spell it so I can Google it. From... What does it mean? Lonely flowers. A piece of extreme delicacy and beauty requiring the performer to paint a picture in sound from the imagination. Lonely flowers. Well, it's on screen. Yeah, so, well, I didn't see I should look it up specific to Silent Hill 2. Yeah, like surely some nerd is. Yeah, one of the next suggested searches is what is this music for? It's such a cool choice. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. Einsamblümen. It's one piece with a cycle of songs. The title translates to Lonely Flowers, which could reference an exchange between Mary and James. The lyrics, translated, are as follows. The flowers, so tall they grow, are pale here like death. Only one in the middle stands there dark red. It is not from the sun, nor from its heat. It is from the earth and drinking human blood. Funny enough, the next song in the cycle is called, Verufenstel, which means evil place. There could also be some symbolism with the Brahms. Brahms wrote OP-118 in the final years of his life for Clara Schumann? Someone that he had long yearned for but couldn't have. His works from that time are quite romantic and introspective, maybe longing for a relationship that could have been. Maybe this could parallel James's longing for Mary. That is interesting. The flowers, so tall they grow, are pale here like death. Only one in the middle stands there dark red, which is, there's also that note from the florist in the game where a guy wanted a bouquet of red and white flowers. Okay, they're saying the history of Clara and Robert Schumann is very similar to Mary and James, just the opposite. This is a little bit spoilery. But Clara was a brilliant pianist and Robert was her composer. They became very close and got married. Over time, Robert got very sick and put a strain upon their relationship. Eventually, Robert passed away, but Clara continued to play some of his work. There also seemed to be some romance between Clara and Brahms while she was married to Robert, but it's not very clear what happened between them. I'd suggest looking more into this part because they're not 100% sure. There's another piece of sheet music later on that I can guess what it means, but this one I couldn't. But yeah, we do find out later that Mary liked to play the piano. This also, I just wish I knew more things, because this is clearly supposed to be a music lover's room, and I don't know if that's a real album or what's going on. What else is going on in here? No, just some stock photos, no big deal. Music's kind of nice. That blender looks a lot like my hairdryer. It's that, that exact color, that material. It might even be that brand. My hairdryer looks like it came straight out of the 50s, and it probably did.
Huh. Quite the artist.
Yeah, Laura likes to draw. That blender. Yeah, that's an old blender. That is a classic. Yeah, I believe it. It's very silly and doesn't matter, but somebody found out in the original game that, what was it? I think they did a camera hack close-up on one of the corpses and found out that they'd actually modeled the button on the Levi jeans to, say Levi's on it. It's just, a wild... You have that blender! Yeah! Do you feel famous? You're, basically in the game. You're, kind of in the game. Arsonist, you made it. You are the game! They featured you! We know Laura was in here because she drew all over everything. Get this shit out of my way. I want to look at it. So currently she's drawing happy bunnies under the sun. 2 bunnies. I bet this means something. 2 bunnies, a little sad one, a big happy one. 2 bunnies traveling together happily. Is she in denial? Is Laura in denial? Laura is not in denial about Silent Hill. I hear it. I see it. I thought I saw it. I didn't. No, it just keeps staying right ahead of me. I did see it. She's not pretending. Come on, nerd. Stop snorting and get over here. This is another small thing that kind of bothers me. The lying figure design makes it look like its hands are in hoodie pockets. Go! Okay. No, it's... The original ones were, like, so obviously in a straitjacket that I'm a little miffed that these ones look like they're just wearing hoodies. Ugh. What did I just pick up? I picked up the second floor hall. Okay. I need to cut it off soon, but I'll go to the second floor first. Look at that. I think that looks like it... I don't know, that like reminds me of a thing from a game, but I can't remember what game. I hear it. I didn't unlock that. Bill Cipher? Is that what that looks like? Is Laura just like running through here unlocking things? I don't pay good enough attention. Like, I don't think I unlocked those gates, so... And I didn't pay good enough attention to realize last time that they were unlocked. You might need to post a picture of the thing you're talking about so I can see. Because it could actually be a reference, like, they're not above referencing other games. No! No! Stop! That's too many! No! Stop! You're disgusting! You should have had so much ice cream. You know it makes you sick. It's not a game? What is it? It's like a webcomic? Oh, come on. Hit it! It's a villain from a Disney show. That'd be a choice. Whoa! Were all the textures deloaded for a second? I hope that got caught on stream. That was wild. Man, do not play this on the minimum system requirements. Gravity Falls? I did not enjoy Gravity Falls, but I've heard a lot of people like it. It could be a reference. Yeah, there's the photo. Valentine's Day. Eh, more of an Adventure Time person. Watched a little bit of regular show. Enjoyed, the Wonderful World of Gumball. But just couldn't get into Gravity Falls. Didn't really like it. Steven Universe, I enjoyed that. I wouldn't be so sure. These games could absolutely reference things like that. Like, the fact that you looked at it and were like, it kind of looks like it, is not out of the question. Disgusting. They put cigarette butts in there? Gross. Courage the Cowardly Dog. He is looking at something. Okay. The Misadventures of Flapjack? That was kind of like a SpongeBob adjacent. Like, there's this particular way the shows are presented, and specifically, like, you know when they put up, like, a panel, it was just, like, a still drawing of something absolutely disgusting, and then they'd have, like, a screaming sound over it or something? Like, that happens in SpongeBob and in Misadventures of Flapjack. It's such, like, a stylistic choice. I don't know. Cartoon... The further back you go with cartoons, the wilder they are. Yeah, Flapjack's a little bit older at this point, I think. So I've got the second floor key. There shouldn't be anything to see here, but I'll check. Because I already picked up whatever was going on there. Yeah, Flapjack's, yeah. Grating voices, that particular art style. I can see it. Hang on. Okay. When it says second floor. Second floor hall. Okay, alright. I'm on the same page as the game now. I already explored? Yes, and I don't have the key to 201 yet. This has gotta be the last section I do. I gotta stop. I gotta get ready for bed. What? I haven't been here yet. How is there a dead enemy? What the hell? I don't think this door ever opens. Nope, it's locked. I'm a liar. I like how, by touch alone... No! Laura doesn't have these problems. Laura is just living her truth. She's not in denial. This, like, middle to old-aged man. This just looks like something, you know? It just looks like it has to be a reference to something, but I don't know what it would be. Yeah, first world problems. Laura running around, punching everybody's lights out. Everybody knows that small girls are the world's most powerful resource. Oh my god, are you guys ready for one of my favorite moments? That's our boy! This is the first time you see him! And they kept the red glow from the original game! So you get to the second floor, you get to the grating at the end of the hall, and he's just there, watching you. That's Pyramid Head! That's our boy! And he's just watching. I'm gonna give it some silent time so you can just enjoy this. That the deep sound under it, the bass. So there is actually a reason, I believe it was Masahiro Ito, since he did the monster design. He said that he wanted to look like it hurt. Like whatever was going on with Pyramid Head. So I can't remember exactly how he landed on like thing on head, but he just said he wanted it to look painful. And like, I mean, I think a pyramid is just more threatening than most other shapes that you could have on there. Like, I think a circle would look kind of, or a sphere would look kind of silly. Square would also look kind of silly. But yeah, this big, metal, heavy, bloody pyramid. And I think... I can't remember if this was just introduced in Silent Hill Homecoming or if it's, like, more canonical than that. But I'm pretty sure the inside of it is kind of like an Iron Maiden. James is like, can we fucking go? Can we leave? Do we have to stay here? The little panicked noise when he couldn't open the door. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna clear this floor and then I gotta stop. This music. Yeah, James would like to get out. This is the music that plays in the clock puzzle room. The clock puzzle... I can't... Yeah. We're in the apartment buildings. Okay. I'm like thinking about things that I don't want to share. I really like this music. Kind of weird, spring-like sound. This is a reference to the original clock puzzle, so those drag marks on the wall are because the way the original puzzle worked is that you would arrange all the hands of the clock to point to the correct numbers, and it would... What was it? Something about the scars of time and the nails stopping it. And so there was like something bolting the clock in place, but once you set it to the correct time, you could push the clock out of the way and go through the hole behind it in the wall to get to the next apartment. And so now we just have the hole to the next apartment and a reference to the original clock puzzle. Which is why it does that. Aren't you glad you have me here to explain all the references? This is the music it plays in the clock room, so like it's all good. We're having a good time. Yeah. I believe this is the same painting that they have in the clock room. The cathedral at this angle. There's a few other paintings, and this is one of the things that we don't have because he doesn't comment on things anymore. Yeah, I'm glad you like that, because that's one of the things I was really looking forward to doing as part of this, because it's all, I have all this fucking esoteric Silent Hill knowledge that, like, benefits no one but not even me, but it's fun to share. But there's a painting later on in the original game that when you interact with it, James says it's a painting of, like, an unreal landscape or something. It's just kind of interesting. It's like, a lot of the pictures so far had just been like, it's couples, it's sunsets, whatever. It's like, and then it's like a cathedral at a weird angle. And a painting of an imaginary landscape. And I do love to do deep dives on my favorite games. I'll be consuming a lot of content about Silent Hill 2 once I finish my first playthrough. Due to the ongoing renovation works, tenants are asked to keep out of the third floor of the building. Sincerely, Woodside Apartments Administration. Brother, you think that means anything to James? Do you think he gives a shit about your rules? Man, this floor is longer than I remembered. Too many grunts, James. You gotta stop. Yeah, James is not a tenant. The rules don't apply. You're right. This is a near perfect replica of the equivalent room in the original game. Now you merely observe that the walls are pockmarked with gunshots. But if you remember the note from earlier where they're saying, I don't know why you're complaining about gun noises or gunshots. The dude doesn't have a gun. He let us inspect his apartment. There's no weapons or anything. If you keep hearing it, report to the janitor, I guess. But there's also speculation that the gun being in the shopping cart is some kind of commentary on, like, I don't know, like consumerism and gun violence and that kind of thing. I'm not sure, but I do think it makes for striking imagery regardless of how you interpret it. But yeah, just like a shopping cart in the middle of the room. And when you interact with the shopping cart, James is like, how did this even get up here? But it's just covered in gunshots. Covered. So kind of raises a question of, was the woman, I'm assuming it was a woman, I don't know why, what was the person actually hearing gunshots from the apartment? And if so, what does that mean? Because there are implications about, like, the whole situation with Silent Hill when you're in it and what it's like that would raise questions about all of that. James is about to be unstoppable. Wait till we get the shotgun. That's gonna be the real game changer. Shotgun takes those nurses out in one hit if you do it right. So it's near identical. The only thing is that the original room went back a little farther, and there was a TV with a chair in front of it. That bit will show up later in the apartment. We still get that whole sequence recreated almost exactly from the original game. You've explored like a bunch of the apartments. There's really nothing else to find. And then you hear what sounds like a baby from a different room. Yeah. Oh, it's not supposed to be fun. It's a good one. Also, I forgot to show you this would normally be in the room with the shopping cart. And that sound precedes this. Blood splatter on the TV. So originally, he goes like, my God, who could have done this? I actually might be a liar. This might not have been in the room with the shopping cart, but regardless, you hear the babies cry, and when you come back, there's a man shot to the head in front of the TV. Now, originally, because of the fixed camera angles, I don't think they had a cloth over his head. I think the fixed camera angles were just such that there was no way for you to see his face. But, once again, looks a lot like James. You can't see the jacket very well, but then there's the key. 212. The pants and the boots. You can't really see the hair either, and the rest of him is kind of covered in blood, but it is Silent Hill 2 tradition that just about every corpse looks like James. Now I have to go back downstairs and save. I was gonna save like ages ago and quit. That's gonna be the fastest way back down. Yeah, and I'll have the key to 212, so it'll be easy to remember. Okay, so the one thing I was gonna show is that Pyramid Head is gone. You see him there, you don't know why, and then when you come back, he's gone. Shows up, stares at you, refuses to elaborate, leaves. I mean, asset reuse is certainly... It could have been part of it. I don't think so. I think the baby's cry is just, like, an uncomfortable noise. So, like, asset reuse could certainly have been, like, the original reason. I don't have any fun facts about that off the top of my head, but there is also symbolism in all of the corpses looking like James. I don't even need to go through the door. I can vault. Hope you enjoyed that frame rate. Ah! Here we go. Yeah. Anytime you encounter a corpse, either their face is covered, or just covered or otherwise concealed, either through, like, you know, just something over it or the camera angles so that you can't, you know, easily tell that it's James. But if you do some camera hacks, you can see that it's James's face on the corpses. Pyramid Head isn't going to be the dead guy. Pyramid Head is here for other reasons. I mean, like, Pyramid Head does not, to my knowledge, disguise himself as anything. He's just, like, around. There are more interactions with Pyramid Head. There are some very hands-on interactions with Pyramid Head. No, he is not a one-time critter. Pyramid Head is going to be with us for the rest of the game. So that's, like, the first time that you explicitly see him. But he was referenced in Walter Sullivan's, the newspaper article about Walter Sullivan, where he said, I did it, but it wasn't me. It's that thing, the Red Devil. He made me do it. Which is how we know that Pyramid Head is not really specific to James, but Pyramid Head means something specific to James. But I have to go. I have to go. It is so much later than how I would normally play, but I love this game. So I will catch you later. Yeah, and I'll see you in like a month when I... Actually, that's the thing. So with the holidays, I might not be streaming at all in December. I will try to keep people posted, but we'll see. So it might actually be next year before we play more Silent Hill 2. It'll just depend on my schedule. So whatever. Either way, I'll see you around. Peace.